Nutrition is so important when you're a farmer because it's such a physically demanding job. You've got to make sure you've got the right fuel in the tank. And when you do eat a good diet that's really nourishing, it's going to give you lots of energy so you can perform at your best. It can be really tempting to skip meals if you're busy or you're at the back of the farm doing some fencing and you don't have access to good food. But if you do skip meals, that's when you can actually start to get low blood sugars and you're not going to perform as well. So it can be counterproductive to what you're trying to achieve.
You've got to have the right fuel in your body to go through a day, you know, and some days you might leave it a little bit late, but as long as you fuel up properly, you can get through the day.
So the main benefits of a well-balanced diet include things like you'll feel fitter and stronger and have more energy to do your job. You'll also reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes and some cancers. A good diet's really good for your immune system as well, so you'll get sick less often, which is obviously a good thing when you're out and about working. And finally, it'll help you think more clearly and handle stress much better. Well, in order to eat well, we just want a big variety of a whole lot of fresh foods. Lots of different breads and cereals, fruits and veggies, some dairy products and some lean meats and protein foods are going to be really healthy. It can be tempting to look at all the advice out there on the internet, but that can be really conflicting and confusing for people. So just keep it simple and eat lots of whole fresh foods. We have to remember that each person has their own individual nutritional needs as well. So if you're a really busy farmer with a physically demanding job, you may well need a bit more of certain foods. Whereas if you've become quite sedentary, you're stepping back a bit off the main physical work of farming, you might need to adapt your eating so that you're not having quite so much. It can be quite tempting to attempt a big overhaul of your diet, but often that's not going to have the staying power. So making little positive changes about what you can add into your diet is going to have the biggest impact. Perhaps it's about having a piece of fruit each day for lunch, adding an extra spoonful of veggies on your dinner at night, or even munching on some nuts and seeds between meals. Well, you really want some fuel in the tank when you start your day, even if you're really busy. So it might be preparing the night before or the day before with things like a butcher muesli pottle, a little mini bacon and egg cup, or even just a slice of grainy toast with peanut butter would be a great start to the day. Well, snacks are really important, particularly when you've got a physically demanding job like farming. You're going to need plenty of fuel to keep you going through the day. So make sure you've always got some great options at arm's length, whether you've got some things in the ute, in the glove box, quad bike, or even strategically placed around the farm in the wool shed or the milking shed so you never get caught short. So things like muesli bars, bliss balls, little packets of dried fruit and nuts, or a piece of fresh fruit would all make great snacks. Hydration's really important. Your stock need water and you're no different. So make sure you're drinking adequately throughout the day to rehydrate your body. You'll find that if you're sweating a lot, if it's hot weather or your work's really physically demanding, you're going to lose a lot of fluid and electrolytes in your sweat. And if they're not replaced, your cells actually shrink a little bit, which can cause fatigue. To keep well hydrated, we want to have plenty of water throughout the day, and that might mean taking a camel pack, drink bottles, or having a big water container for you and your staff.
There's nothing worse than being out the back of the farm and not having any water, whether you be fencing or just shifting stock, and yeah, keeping hydrated is incredibly important.
Well, it's got a really social side. While it's a fuel and it gives you energy, it's also got the ability to bring people together. We engage, we connect, we share over food, and that's a really important part to keeping well. So invite some friends over for dinner so that you're enjoying those benefits. My main message would be to make positive small changes to your diet. Make sure you're having regular meals and having plenty of those good unprocessed foods like your fruits and veggies, whole grains, dairy products and lean meats.
Yeah, eating well is critical for your well-being obviously, and just how you can manage yourself through the day. With a good healthy stomach full, you're obviously a lot more positive and brighter, and probably a pleasure to be around.
I suppose I used to have breakfast and would work all day, and you'd think about lunch if you got time, or you know, if it worked. Otherwise we'd go all day. And I think nowadays you actually know that it helps to keep your body fueled up, so you make an effort to stop. Even if you stop for 5 minutes, have a drink of water, have an apple, have a muesli bar. it helps. It just makes the day so much better, and you can go all day then, you know, but it's just making that little conscious effort to actually stop for a break or for lunch and fuel the body and carry on.